Is what they're calling Grandma's house, and it's not Laura's grandma, but it's just a house to show different things of when people lived back in the day, what they had. And look at this, a wooden sled. Isn't that great? I love it. An old wash tub. And the sign here says, once a week, chores of wash day was something one could only endure. Can you imagine using that? I do my wash about, 2-3 times a week. I don't know if I could do it with that. All kinds of old items out here. The iron. This used to have to be put on the stove. That weighs a ton. That's heavy. Can you imagine ironing with that? And it wouldn't stay hot. You'd have to put it back on your oven and get it hot, and then iron again. And unfortunately, everything had to be ironed. Let's go into Grandma's house. Nice. I love these old stoves, and I would love to have an opportunity to cook on one of those. Beautiful. You have the wood, and you throw wood in there. Some of them are coal stoves. Nice. My husband's in here somewhere, and here is a phone. You pick it up, and then you dial right here. And then an operator would come on. You would talk. Let's see if I can get this on video. You would kind of talk like this and say hello, and the operator would patch you in to somebody else. That is an old phone. No, I didn't have one of those when I was a kid. My grandfather did. This is nice. An old-fashioned kitchen. Those are beautiful plates. I think there are roses on those. Oh, all kinds of fun things here at the Wilder Pageant. They have a pageant here, and they do a lot of fun things, I guess. It's in July. I'll find out the exact date, and I'll let you know, so that if you're watching, you do want to come out here. It's July 14th, I believe, but I'll find out exactly when, and I'll write it in the comments below if I don't put it in a video. Here's something neat. Laura Ingalls Wilder kitchen items on display in Mansfield, Missouri. These are the actual things that Laura used. She moved to Mansfield, Missouri, and that's where she passed. A bunch of kids are upstairs. You can hear them. And there's Laura signing a book in 1952 in Springfield, Missouri. Oh, look at all the dolls. My goodness. Oh, there's a bunch of kids upstairs having fun. Look at all those dolls. Right, I might go upstairs and see all the fun those girls are having. Look at all. This room in Grandma's house is dedicated to soldiers and different wars. I think that's really neat. This here, my father was in the Navy. I used to wear his Navy shirts, just like that. And I had sailor hats too that were my father's. He didn't mind me wearing them. This is a neat room. And then some toys to keep the kids quiet while you look. Please take a soldier home and place it somewhere to remind you to pray for our men and women. Oh, I love that. I'm going to take one. That is really cool. Let's go up to Grandma's attic.
Well, have a safe journey.
Oh, come on up, please.
Yeah.
I have to go for that one.
Hi. Wow, Grandma's attic is fun, isn't it? Wow.
You're being clear, can you put your shoes on? Pick up those toys.
Here's Lily, there you go. Yeah. Come on, Sam.
This is a great place. And Grandma's attic even has computers. This book is written in Japanese, Chinese. This is The Long Winter. And it's written in another language. I love it. Upstairs, they have German books. Amazing. Everybody all over the world has read Laura Ingalls Wilder books. Thanks for watching, everybody. Last building that we have to see is the church house. Old pews. Look at the pretty old organ. Nice. Very pretty. I love these little pews. The Moses family, they must have been the minister and family for this area. I thought the church was the last building, but this one is. That I remember from the TV show. And up here they have the TV show on. That's Laura.
I wonder where Nellie got the idea that Cramp could bite her toe.
I think it'd be a good idea if we walk home away from the guest.
Well, why don't you do that? Bye, girls.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
When I was a kid, I believe it was Monday night, every Monday night, we sat down and watched that show. Rod, do you recognize this little girl? Well, this seems to be dedicated to the TV show, which is cool because I love the TV show. But another little fact, the TV show isn't true to life either. There wasn't this guy, Albert. They never adopted Albert. Mary never got married. She never went to blind school. Almanzo and Laura did get married. So there's a lot that the TV show says that is not true. Which once I started reading the books, I realized books are so much better. The Olsen Mercantile, that was Nellie's parents, whom Laura did not like. Ma. Yep, one of my favorite TV shows. And even my husband admitted to liking that TV show a little. They have a lot of things for the kids, which I think is great. Little kids do get bored in museums, so to have something hands-on is wonderful. Okay, here is some interesting facts that I'm reading. This is Laura's mother's side, and it seems to be that Laura's mother, Caroline, her father or her grandfather was born in New Haven, Connecticut, and the mother or grandmother was born in Roxbury, Massachusetts, which is not very far from where I was born. And then within the family, a child was born, and they named her Martha Morse. Was born in New Haven, Connecticut. Morse is my grandmother's last name. Well, I'm going to have to ask my father some questions. I might be related to Laura Ingalls. That would just be cool. And here's the wedding picture of Laura's parents. This is a great museum. And I'm glad my husband took me. And this sign here says that these plates belonged to Laura. It's Rosebud. And it is patent 1885. That book belonged to Laura. It says Bessie Wilder. Her husband Almanzo always called her Bessie.